Hello and welcome to Arsenal Analysed. I'm JC. I hope you're doing well. Today I bring you a match preview for Arsenal's very first Europa League game of the season. After a short break away from European football, we face FC Zurich away from home in Switzerland. I'll be bringing you everything that you need to know before kickoff. So if you do go on to enjoy today's video, a like would be super appreciated. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, notifications on, and go check out memberships. But without no further ado, let's dive into things. Starting with Arsenal's most recent form, whilst Arsenal did lose their most recent game at the hands of Manchester United 3-1, prior to this, Arsenal went on a 5-game unbeaten run, and some have even said that Arsenal were very unlucky to lose the game against Manchester United. We scored plenty of goals, kept a few clean sheets in the process, and I fully expect Arsenal to bounce back and straight into that momentum heading into a big game over the weekend against Everton. And as you can see on screen, Arsenal are scoring plenty of goals, which gives me no concerns heading into the very first Europa League game for Arsenal this season. But how does it compare to FC Zurich's form? So they have lost their last 2 league games. Prior to this, in the Europa League qualifiers against Hearts, they did pick up wins, hence where they are now. And they also picked up a 4-0 victory in one of the domestic cups. However, they do sit second from bottom in the league, having not picked up a single win in this league campaign. So they are in some fairly bad form at the moment, and hopefully Arsenal can take advantage of this and, as already mentioned, bounce back. With regards to the head-to-head record between these two clubs, for those regular watchers on the channel, normally we've got plenty to get through in this department. Maybe they've faced each other 50 times down the years. Maybe this team has more victories than the other, but this will quite literally be the very first meeting between these two clubs, who will take home bragging rights before having to face each other for a second time ever in these clubs' history later on in the season. With regards to injury news, Arsenal's seems to be slowly stacking up after a fairly good start to the season. Mohamed El Neni out for long term. Reece Nelson, no signs of recovery for him there either. This particular fixture may come a little too early for Thomas Partey. However, it would be good news if he was able to make the matchday squad and squeeze in a few minutes maybe at the back end of the game. But I do fully anticipate that he will miss out. Emil Smith-Rowe also picked up a muscular injury in the warm-down against Manchester United and hasn't trained in the build-up to this Europa League game. However, it is yet to be seen whether he will travel with the Arsenal squad and feature as a starter or even part of that match day team. FC Zurich, on the other hand, are said to only have 2 players unavailable. Hopefully, for their sake, it won't have too much of an impact. For Arsenal's sake, let's hope it does. But only the 2 names that you can see on screen. I'm not going to try and pronounce them. I will absolutely butcher it. By all means, let me know down in the comments below how to pronunciate the names for FC Zurich's injuries. With regards to danger man for this fixture, I do anticipate Arsenal will heavily rotate. For the majority of this Premier League season, Arsenal have stuck to the same starting 11, barring 1 or 2 through injury. But players that will be absolutely chomping at the bit for minutes will be Eddie Nketiah. He finished the last season in some very fine form. However, Jesus is the number 1, Arteta's number 1 up front. Now, this will be a fantastic opportunity for Eddie Nketiah to give Arteta a bit of a headache heading back into the Premier League come the weekend. He's made 6 substitute appearances, hasn't managed to bag himself a goal or an assist, but this is an opportunity to make his mark. I do anticipate there will be others like Bukayo Saka, who's been low in confidence. He could be another danger man, even Marquinhos, who could apply a little bit of pressure should he start in this fixture, which brings me on to my predicted 11. Now, do bear with me. I know some of you might be jumping on me right now with regards to who I have selected. However, we have to appreciate that Arsenal have started with the same back five pretty much for the entirety of this season, and they will need a break at some point. Now, 3 of the 4 names at the back, you probably wouldn't ask too many questions of, but Tomiyasu has played as a centre-back before, and there was a couple of occasions at the back end of last season because of injuries at left-back where he played as a left-back. So there is no reason to think that he can't play as a left centre-back, as we do have, well, only Gabriel at the club who can play in that position, and he will need a rest. I do anticipate that Arteta will rotate goalkeepers in cup competitions, so I do see Turner getting the nod. Sambi, I think he will keep his place in midfield because he is only one of a few players that has only featured a couple of times this season, so his match fitness should be okay. Arteta has said that he wants to take a strong team to the Europa League, so I do anticipate seeing a few senior players or regular starters, if you will, in the likes of, say, Granit Xhaka and Saka, who is low in confidence, and they could use this as an opportunity to help Saka kick on and kickstart his season. Although in the last game he did bag himself a goal, it's an opportunity to build even more on that confidence. Nketiah, I anticipate him getting a start for reasons already mentioned, and Marquinhos as well. Whether or not Marquinhos plays on the left or the right, Saka and Marquinhos can obviously interchange, whether it be throughout the game or even as they're picked at the very beginning of this particular match. Now, that's going to about wrap things up for today's video. But before we do, a quick score prediction. I'm going to go Arsenal 4-0. I'm going to say that Nketiah and Saka will get goals. Maybe even Marquinhos. That would be nice for his first official senior debut in a competitive match for him. If you have enjoyed today's video, go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Notifications on, as we will be looking to go live straight after the game has finished tomorrow evening. But for now, I'm JC, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe and take care.